Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Scanning the field, it's Brady. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and then your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Brady. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Pulls it in, it's Ford. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Moore. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Makes the pass. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back.
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Number 0, set to kick this one.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Edwards. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Moore to throw. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Pulls it in. Caught, and he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Charles. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of...
He's taking the shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Complete to start this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass, it's Brady. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll go play action with Moore. Pressure coming. He lets one fly deep. Got it down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And if I'm a quarterback, guys, that's the guy that I'm going to. We're down here in the second half. Not a lot has gone well, but I did find him for a touchdown earlier. I need to start dialing this guy up more here now in the second half for us to win this game.
The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. More to the air again. Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Sutton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup, it's 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. It's caught all the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Moore, play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. The 40, inside the 30, the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. And they're going to get it into the end zone after getting the kick blocked. They wind up with a 2-point conversion. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.